Yesterday's video was a mess, and I apologise for that. What had happened is that we'd gone out and it all went a little wrong, and I just ate rubbish food. And then when I got back to do this, it just all messed up. I lost all confidence in myself, and that's not really like me. But I did, and I thought I was over all that, like letting it control me, because it does sometimes. It used to a lot. When I was younger, my weight was from comfort eating. I comfort ate all the time. My mum and dad were fantastic. They never criticised me or anything, but I got a lot of stuff from school and things like that, and I ate, and then as family and life happens, bad things would happen, and I'd eat more, and you'd get comments, and I'd eat more, and it was a vicious cycle. And even after a year and a half, I still struggle with all of that. I thought I was getting better, but it turns out I haven't. And I think it was because of these. Like I said, I'll do these day by day, and I want to know what I'm talking about, or to have confidence in what I'm talking about. And if I'm going out and doing rubbish, I have no confidence in that, because why listen to me when I'm clearly not doing it right? It's pointless, or it seems that way to me. So I brought a list today to try and keep a more coherent video going, and I wanted to talk about friends and group and how they keep you going, because my group is fantastic. It's not the group I started off in. We got a new consultant for a while at my old group, and I clicked with her so much. You don't always find at first the group that really suits you, but so much so when I found, I won't mention her name because I hadn't asked if I could say her name, but my consultant, I followed her to her group. She covered for mine, and she's fantastic. So much so that when I got lost last week, she's so involved in your journey, and it's her journey as well, and it's the whole group's journey, the way they keep you going, and all these people just like you trying to lose weight, they become so important to you and so important for your morale and your boost. And when they have a bad day, you feel for them, and when you have a bad day, and they'll offer advice and tips, and that is amazing. I absolutely love those feelings. It's like one big family, and it is so touching to know that a few of them are watching this, and I adore you for it. I don't know why you want to listen to me ramble on. You have to listen to it for an hour and a half every Saturday, and I'm always the one mouthing off. But my consultant, when I got lost, I was texting her, and she's like, do you want me to come and find you? I'll come and take you home. I was in the middle of nowhere, no idea where I was, but that meant so much to me. And that's what it's like at these groups. If you're scared, I wish so much that I'd started younger, that I'd just plucked up the courage and gone in instead of eating more. Just, if you are young and you're watching this and you're a little overweight, or you're not happy with yourself, please find a group. They're so fantastic. I can't praise them enough. These people, they're just like you, and you will get the support you need. And on your journey, whether you put on, gain, maintain, no matter what, there's no judgment there. There's no one looking at you. Everyone wants to lose different amounts of weight. There are some that want to lose a few pounds, but they feel the exact same as you feel, no matter what weight you are. Everybody wants to get something off, or maintain and keep a steady thing, and keep happy in themselves. That's what it's about, really, just being happy with you. And my group is amazing for it. And I know friends who go to other ones who are all the same. I think once you find them people you click with, that consultant you click with like mine, I can't praise her enough, as I've said. Sorry, I do go off on tangents. I've got the attention span of a small child. But I changed group. No, I've said that. I wrote a list and everything. Although that's not very coherent either. But my diet before, subject change, my diet before consisted of, it got to the point, but yeah, my diet before consisted of them family chocolate bars, you know, the ones where you get like 5 in them. I'd eat 2 or 3 packets of them a day, and 6 litres of fizzy pop. So it was all just sugar and rubbish, and I couldn't be bothered cooking. I only ate meals when I went out. Every other day it was just chocolate and pop, chocolate and pop. No variety, no nothing, just me guzzling sweets down. And it got so bad. I really wish that when I was younger, some of my friends would have turned around and gone, Zara, you need to stop. You really need to do something about it. Because if you are young, please, and you are feeling bad about yourself like I used to do, I used to come home. I had an amazing set of friends, but I didn't let it get to me. And that was the thing, I didn't let it get to me. Not that it didn't get to me, because it did. And still does to an extent, clearly. I just wish I'd have stopped and someone would have said, you need to do something about yourself, but it needs to come from you. If you try on someone else's order or even well wishes, it doesn't seem to work. I tried to diet. My mum, I loved my mum, and she was fantastic, and she was a serial dieter her entire life, and she was always trying to put me on diets, and I'd go to the shop and sneaky and think she couldn't find me in the garden eating chocolate and all these other things that I used to do, stupid little things. And I wish I'd have taken her advice at a younger age, but I didn't want to. I was fine. I knew I was fine because I kept telling myself I was fine, and I wasn't. On a night when I'd lay there in bed, I'd be like, just do something, just please try and do something. And then the next day I'd start all over again, or it'd be a forced diet, and it was forcing it on me, and I'd go, not doing it. It's not your life, it's my body, I can do what I want. Until I reached the stage of 24 stone. Now, that was a lot of comfort eating. I lost my mum, I lost my grandma, and I just ate to feel better. And then there's bullies and comments and that. And like I said, I didn't let it get to me. You shroud yourself in this cloak, really, of jokes and comments, and like, yeah, no one's really going to call you fat if I call myself fat, or if I joke about my weight, it's fine. And then it becomes the norm to hear these things, because you get your entire life. The people in cars driving past, or people at school, and they'll be like, hey, you fat bitch, and all this stuff, and you just think, oh, when did that happen? I was 9 stone when I went to bed and I woke up fat. We know we're fat. I knew I was fat, so I was just like, yeah, well done there. You made yourself feel better, because you could have made me feel like shit, but I didn't let you, because I'd joke about it, and then I'd go home and think about it, but it would never be their voices, it would always be my voices. And I'd really want, like, if you are young and you are watching this and you want to do something about it, look into a group, sit yourself down, really talk to yourself about going, whether you want to do a Slimming World or just try a diet on your own. But please don't fad diet, because I have done 1,000 of them. I did the shakes one back when it first came out, and it was 3 shakes a day and no meals whatsoever, and I ended up really poorly. I ended up in hospital with that. And you know, the cabbage soup diet, Atkins, all of them. And yeah, you lose weight and you'll feel good about it, but because it's so quick and it's weight just dropping off, the moment you stop doing it, it all goes back on. And so find a diet that is actually not a diet. Slimming World is not a diet, and it's so weird to think like that. Like, the amount you can eat and the food that you can eat is all beautiful. Yeah, I mean, I was really lazy. Like I said, I didn't eat meals unless I was eating them out, and I'd just have takeaways. I'd never sit down and cook. Stand up and cook at an oven or plan a meal out. I could cook, I just didn't. And getting into that for me was a real farce. And eating breakfast, I never ate breakfast or dinner or tea. It would be on a night, 11, 12 o'clock, I would just guzzle 15 bars of chocolate and pop, and all through the day not eat anything. Mainly because I'd be out, and in my head, if no one saw me eating, therefore I didn't eat. It's fine. Never mind the fact that I was roughly the size of a small car. They'd think, if they never saw me having something to eat, that I never ate, which is obviously rubbish. And I look back and I think, what an ass. You really were. So getting into that for me was difficult, but it does become second nature. There's a lot of things you don't think you can have. Like, you can even still have chocolate in moderation, but that's about it for me, getting the moderation side of it. But think about it. Think about what you want out of it, and go. And it is a scary experience at first, and that scary experience lasts 3 minutes until your consultant comes over or one of the members comes over, greets you, talks to you, asks you about yourself, and almost instantaneously you think, oh God, my people have found you. And there's no judgment. And I do really want you to think about it, because I wish someone would have said that to me as a kid. I was always a big kid, and I wish they'd have gone, stop, just stop. Instead of putting me on a diet or forcing me on a diet, just saying, stop, what do you want? And if it is to help yourself, then go, because these people will help you so much in ways you wouldn't believe. And it is a life-changing experience. It's a hard one, and it is a daily struggle, as you've seen from these, or if you're doing it yourself. But it is so worth it. And I'm sorry that these videos are rambling. That's just me. But thank you so much to everyone in group. Thank you to my amazing consultant. I absolutely love you to pieces. And friends, and all your comments. I love you. I really do. And this one's taken a sentimental turn, because just thinking about childhood and things. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me today. I'm going to go out to the butcher's because we're having pulled pork burgers for tea. Slimming World pulled pork burgers. Might get a picture of them, put them on later, or see the recipe cooking if you want that. Okie doke, thanks a lot. Toodles.